Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Mandalorian Episode 4, Sanctuary. This issue is called Sanctuary. Oh man. Okay, listen. This wasn't as badass as the previous one, even though this was a cool episode. There was a whole lot of fighting in here, like especially towards the end. There was a good set of fighting. We had a one-on-one brawl in the beginning. We had villagers being trained how to fight, like a Dragon Age type thing. It was like, dude, this had everything. We had a fantasy setting in the galaxy far, far away. Yo, how do they pull this off? We're going to have an episode written by somebody other than Jon Favreau next week, so we'll see exactly how that works out. Anyway, I'm just sitting here like refreshing my man. Like I'm literally sitting here in front of my computer talking about refresh, until all of a sudden episode 4 shows up. I'm just like, it's about damn time. Click go. Yo. This, damn, dude. So we got Yiddle, that's right. Baby Yoda, his name is Yiddle. Don't you dare forget it. We now have a good idea of what the merchandise is going to look like. And dude, I don't get like, that little girl, she gave him a hug. I'm like, I want to hug baby Yiddle. And she was like, can I feed him? I was like, I want to feed the Yiddle. I want to go, ooh, here you go. Here's a little baby frog. Would you like a baby frog? Here you go. Yeah, suck that up, little Kirby Jr. Hells yes. Because dude, it looks like a cross between, it eats the way Kirby does it. It looks kind of like a cross between Yoshi and Gizmo. Like, this thing is so damn cute. I was like, it's walking. It's like I can see the little electronic figure that they're going to be making for us again. Kind of looks like Sweet Pea a little bit, like the clothes from from Popeye and Olive Oil's baby Sweet Pea. Looks like that with a little one-legged kid. Oh my God, it's so damn cute. It's so damn cute. It was playing with the kids. Anybody see that sequel to E.T. that just came out recently? It's only a commercial. It's only about 4.5 to 5 minutes long. I was just like, oh, that's so cute. But screw E.T. because Yiddle's coming out tonight. You know what I'm saying? So like there was a combination of feelings there. I got a little emoticon. Anyway, this was a sweet episode. Okay, so we finally get Cara Dune in the episode, my peeps. Cara Dune shows up. Now, they have a bunch of off-screen talk time, which is fine because we don't necessarily need to be hearing all these different things. Now, if later on we wind up getting more episodes, which we should, of Cara Dune, oh, hell's to the yes. You know what I'm saying? We got all the freaking Cara Dune in the world, baby. Look, Gina Carano, looking all good. How you doing, girl? How you doing? So I also heard that, I read recently that she thought about giving up acting because she doesn't have the body type that everybody looks for, that people are looking for, and people say this and people think that and people question this and people wonder that. Little advice, as though she needs it. F people, all right? Forget about it. If there's no name to go with those people, screw them. I am Professor Bill, and I love your work. Just screw that, all right? I hope that she's happy doing this. Plus, like, apparently she got happy. She got giddy doing this. That just makes me more happy than I could possibly express. Because too often we have people like Liam Neeson, Nielsen, whatever his name is. I have a certain set of skills and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Shh. All right? Do you go on tours? Do you want to rehash your character? Do you want to go out and talk to people? Do you want to go to autograph sessions? Do you want to do stuff and actually hang out with the peeps? No? Piss off. With all due respect, Qui-Gon Jinn was an amazing character. Piss off. Piss along your merry little way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here's Natalie Portman. Hey, girl's hot. Hey, girl's got some great acting chops. Hey, does she want to hang out with fans? Does she actually want to go to conventions, sign autographs, talk to people, do more things that she's not in the movies anymore? Hell no. We don't need you anymore. Piss off. Same thing with your Jane Foster character. Don't need you. Bye. Like, we're fans, all right? We're fans. That's very different from just, oh, I really liked your movie. You were great in, I don't know, Walmart Kid, whatever the heck that stuff was, Where the Heart Is, I think it is. Great, really great, but this is fan service. You know what I'm saying? The Star Wars franchise, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, basically anything under Disney, we are fans. That's a little different from what people like that are used to. Don't sign up for stuff if you're not actually ready for it. Just don't, because we don't appreciate it in general. Gina Carano, however, she actually is excited to be here to do this. That's awesome. I genuinely look forward to her doing fan conventions at some point. I would love if she went to Fan Expo Canada. I could walk up, shake her hand, be like, I'd love your autograph. By the way, you're effing awesome. You're amazing. I would love to be able to do that and get a smile back. Ooh, get a smile back where it's like, oh, wow, thank you. And just, it was great. Just let me know that you actually care about the role that you're in. Gina does that. Most other people, they just play their little characters for a moment. They're playing a role as opposed to playing the actual characters. Yeah, no. We need more of this. Less of that. So she's supposed to be, at one point, the Mandalorian says to her, oh, it's pretty good, for an ex-shock trooper. Okay. This kind of goes, because you look at StarWars.com, and it says that she was a former, plus, what it says on the back here and whatnot, a veteran of the Galactic Civil War who fought for the Rebellion. Cara Dune is a seasoned warrior who has put her days of military discipline behind her and now has reinvented herself as a mercenary. That's exactly what it says on StarWars.com. The Wikipedia will eventually have more stuff on it, but for now, this is it, right? But at one point he also says, oh, and she's a drop soldier, rebellion drop soldier. He quoted when he was talking to the villagers, she's a drop soldier, former ex, whatever. Anyway, so, okay, I looked up, I've never seen anything about a drop soldier, about Star Wars before, whatever. It's apparently some kind of a super elite thing that people do. Probably, it sounds a lot like airborne, in the Army. So maybe she was like Ranger type level. Because when he said, an ex-shock trooper, I think he was referring to her. So maybe she was recruited into the what do you call it, to be a shock trooper at some point. Maybe, I don't know. It's usually, we imagine it's usually men, but how can you tell underneath stormtrooper armor, right? But as a shock trooper, she would have been amongst the elite, like frontline combat, not just a throwaway, mostly there for ceremonial and stuff like that. No. Their armor gets dirty. Their armor gets jacked up because they're actually out there kicking butt and taking names. They're not just there to be like, oh, yes, we're aboard the Death Star. We're here to fight an enemy that hopefully will never show up because that would mean that they got by all of our fighters and the entire Imperial Navy and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. We're talking about the actual elite soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow. So that could all still work. And then she wound up leaving and going for the rebellion. However that took place, sweet, sexy. I love it. I love the idea that she really does have that grizzled veteran demeanor about her. Absolutely love that. She is a great welcome addition to the cast, to the crew, to the butt-kicking on-screen airtime. Definitely need to see a lot more of her. Plus, when you see the advertisement for The Mandalorian, what does it always show? The Mando front and center, IG-11, not IG-88, IG-11, I believe, is to his right, and to his left has been Cara Dune this entire time. Could these two wind up making a comeback? Oh, yes, please. Let them form their own little tribe. We almost saw his head in this. Obviously, we knew it wasn't going to happen. When's the last time you took that thing off? Referring to the helmet. That's what the widow there said at one point. And he says, yesterday? Like it's nothing. You've had that thing on top of your head since yesterday, which means he hasn't eaten. If he has eaten, it's like literally just a little, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, bowl of bone stew for the little guy. What can I get you? Just one bowl of bone stew. He can't eat. He can't do that in front of people. Oh, he does eat, but he doesn't do it in front of other people. He did take off his helmet. We don't get to see it. We just get to see him put it down as he eats the little bit of cake that's there for him. I love this. I love it because what is this doing? This is answering people's questions. I get people asking the questions, well, when does he take off his helmet? How often does he take off his helmet? I was like, he most likely, according to the legacy of the Mandalorians, they take off their helmet once a day so that they can eat. Yeah, that's it. I'll eat once a day and I'll snack once a day, but like having a bucket on my head in between all of that, I don't know if I could do that, man. I hated this the Kpot. We said the Kevlar helmet in the Army. We called the Kpot. I hated having that thing on my head. You know what I'm saying? Can't hear right. with it over here. You got the freaking chin strap on all the time. You got to have the freaking chin strap on. It doesn't make it. Otherwise, you're John Wayning it. You know, saying the chin strap hanging down. All right, we got to get down here and do that. That's not realistic. It's not realistic. It's dumb. And even when you put there's a little, what is it? Like a little foam thing you can put inside the Kpot, and then you put it on your head, and it reduces the wear, because otherwise it's just straps holding it in. You know what I'm saying? But that foam thing, it makes it more balanced. It's a little bit, more cushiony. Doesn't change the weight, but man, I hated that. I can't imagine having that on there. And it looks as though it's not strapped. I always assumed, you know what happens when you assume, right? Yeah, somebody makes a comment about my ass and theirs. Really weird. Really weird. Anyway, I assumed that there was a chin strap on that thing. Apparently not. Apparently not. So, yeah, you could just slide it right off. So what's the punishment? What happens if you take it off? Do they hunt you down and kill you? No, we just can't put it back on. Really? That's it? She doesn't understand. That is the way. He said that is the way to that widow at one point. And, dude, I swear to God, like, as much as we're all just, talking to each other, it's like, hey, let's go. You watch Mando? Of course I do. That is the way. Like, that's, what I'm saying? It's like, that's the little nudge to let you know. And once in a while, I have spoken. And nobody takes offense to that, because no offense was meant. But this is the first time I heard that saying, that is the way, where I almost started crying. I'm like, damn, the pain that he feels. You know what I'm saying? And to bring a little realism to it, all the soldiers I know who have been to like Vietnam, and the few that I've met in my lifetime, I've had the deep privilege of knowing in my lifetime, who are World War II veterans. Oof. And plenty from other stuff. I've known some from the Korean War. I've known some soldiers from Grenada, saying, like some Rangers from Grenada. I know a whole bunch of soldiers, all that stuff. I know a couple of people who went to Somalia. You know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. This particular one, ooh, yeah, this reminds me just a little bit, just enough of that pain that you hear in someone else's voice, where it's like, no, they're saying it in a very strong way, but the way they're saying it is you want to feel sorry for them because they don't know how to feel sorry about it, At one point, his voice breaks when he's talking to the widow. We want you to stay. We want, it's a good place. Yiddle loves it. She said, Yiddle, shut your mouths. She said, Yiddle, it's canon. Yiddle loves this place. You'll love it too. We want you to stay. I expect her to be like, I want you to stay. And he says, that would be nice. But you hear his voice break. I'm like, oh, you're breaking my heart, dude. Oh, man. But it'd be really weird seeing him buck-ass naked, but with the helmet still on, talking about Kpot, because it just wouldn't work. Y'all got the image in your head now, don't you? You're laughing your ass off because it's just ridiculous. But that's how it would work, too. Maybe if he got the backpack, the jetpack, maybe he'd do that, too, just because, it's like, because, when I'm going to let that go. So this was a good episode, right? I like the attention to detail that they paid to things here. Look, there was a little bit of humor amongst the villagers, even when it should have been more serious. You get to see that the ones that didn't take it as serious as they should have, even though it had some of the moves right for like a day or so of training, they still almost got themselves killed. I know this is going to sound a little bit mean, but I actually wanted to see a couple of those soldiers killed. You know what I'm saying? The villagers. I want to see some of those farmers killed, because I wanted it to be understood just how terrifying and how messed up war actually is, in a frontline level of combat like that. Even if you're a defender, there's a good chance that like 20% of your numbers are going to be reduced, meaning 20% of the people are going to die. If those villagers were actually charging, you're looking at 80% of them would have died at the, like the softest number possible, Dude, the attention to detail they paid for on this, though, is the idea of like, even though the spotlight is on you, as long as you're not moving, there's a good chance they're not going to see you. if they were in the woods, like if they were actually in the tree line, which was, you know, what they were facing, I would have said they would need some kind of makeup, like ash, something on their face, take away the high spots, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at me right now. I got these lights over here and whatnot, the computer screen, the light on top of me. So you're seeing the high spot right here. That's a high spot on top of my nose, on top of my cheeks, you know what I'm saying? My brows, all of this stuff, they're high spots. That's where you put the dark camouflage on, the high spots, right? You can say the bright spots if you want, but the high spots, and then the lighter camouflage goes underneath, like the light green will go underneath, the dark green will go up on top. You really only need two flavors of camouflage, even though sometimes in those kits they'll have like 40, whatever, they'll have like 4. Plus a cute little mirror. You don't need that. You just need to know what you're doing. What do you call it? But in this particular case, since there was metal all around them, they're probably better off letting the high spots show. They didn't have a whole lot of technology on that ATST, and that was cool. I love this. Anybody ever play, what was it? Force Unleashed, the original Force Unleashed? I didn't play the second one. The original one, we got that dude, he's running with the 2 lightsabers, he's kicking everybody's butt and whatnot. Remember there's the one part where he fights against the ATST? And that was an awesome battle, right? Because it's like, dude, one-on-one. Oh yeah, it looks cool. A bunch of Ewoks get together, playing a little freaking trap and broom, and you know, boom. And yeah, that's really cute and whatnot. But in real life, in a galaxy far, far away, it's not going to be that easy. ATST, like you talking about a giant sized thing with 2 heavy freaking turret cannons shooting you down. Plus the 2 things in the front. Nah, bruh. This ain't going to be easy. So I loved this. I loved that. The attention to detail again, which I can't get over. I can't get over that. When they were doing the weapons training and whatnot, the one knucklehead had the spear backwards. Okay, whatever. But while he's spinning it backwards, you're looking at the tip of the spear and all the other tips of the spears, and they were burnt. It's going to strengthen the wood. You know what I'm saying? If you ever make arrows on your own, or a spear tip or something like that on your own, you know, like you sharpen up the tops, you're going to hit something with it, like a tree or a rock, whatever, and it's going to break, potentially shatter your spear. It's going to dull the tip. But if you put it in the fire and, you know, spin a little bit and roast it a little bit, all of a sudden you got a much more solid tip, you know? Now, granted, you'd want to have the entire thing heated, not all the way to the bark, but you know, because that's just going to burn the damn thing. It's going to take away from the structural integrity of the thing. But at least they showed that the very tip of it was put in fire. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't mud that they put it in. That they actually burnt it, the tip, to make it stronger. I love this. I love that attention to detail that they played in this. Yeah, this was a really good episode. Fan-freaking-tastic episode. When he came out, he's just, like, he saw all the crazy stuff going on this planet. He's just like, yeah, so you guys are gonna have to move. you can't live here anymore. Oh man. No, this was a lot of fun. Yiddle, of course, just like touching everything. Stop touching things. He's just like, he does that thing. He's just like, he's looking at it down the eye. I need one of these things, man. I need the little 6-inch figure. I mean, well, the 1/12 scale, so it'd probably be like about 2 to 3 inches tall. I'm gonna need one of these guys. Plus, if you got a big baby doll one, I'm gonna need one, and I'm probably gonna need another one for the kids to play with because I'm cool with them playing with it. Oh my God, this thing is so freaking cute. Like, it's just, okay. You stay here. You're gonna stay here. You're not gonna move. You're gonna stay here where it's safe. Don't get off the ship. Don't do anything. Stay here. He opens up the door, looks down. It's right there next to him. All right, fine. I'm surprised that he didn't just carbon freeze the damn thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, come here. You want to see something really cool? I'm dying. Oh, I need the force healing, Yiddle. Force heal me, damn it. Oh my God. Yeah, this is such a fantastic show. Okay, so somebody else is going to be doing the writing or somebody else wrote the next episode. Still can't wait for that one. It's going to be a different flavor. Cool. Jon Favreau can't be the only one doing this stuff, but man, oh man. My peeps, this is freaking awesome. This is awesome. We are blessed to be here during this time, being able to watch the Mando coming out episodically, because it really soups up the flavor of it. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, when we all purchase the DVD box set for the first season, because you know it's not going to be enough to just have it on here on freaking Disney Plus, hells to the no, we got to have that cool box, because you know they're going to have some cool features in there and whatnot, right? Am I right? So yeah, we can sit back and look at that and just be like, it's great being able to just binge these all in a row on the DVD like this, because, you know, watching them one at a time with a week in between, it had its own flavor. But now I want more of this. Fantastic episode. I'm out. I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm going to go do something else. I'm out. Professor Phil, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.